Welcome to video 5 of your free 6-week health coaching program for weight loss. This video is broken up into 2 parts. The first part is we're going to be looking at last week's recommendations, which was exploring the whole foods that you've incorporated into your diet. And then the second part of this video, we're going to be looking at Pantry Makeover. Be sure to stay to the end of this video as I've got some tips on how you can transition from crap food to fab food. Firstly, I want to congratulate you for taking the time out to work on your health. Now, before we get started, I just want to quickly reflect on how you went with last week's exercise of incorporating whole foods into your diet. How'd you go? Were you able to add more whole foods into your diet? And if not, what were the challenges that you experienced? Did you find it difficult to prepare meals from scratch? Was it difficult to find some ingredients on the list? Feel free to comment below as I'd love to hear your challenges that you experienced when it came to whole foods. And I'll be sure to make some future videos on how you can overcome those challenges. Now, I would encourage you to keep going with this exercise. And the reason is that by simply adding more whole foods into your diet, you're going to naturally start eliminating some of those bad foods that you had been eating in the past. By simply adding more whole foods into your diet, you're going to naturally start eliminating some of those bad foods that you had been eating in the past. By adding more whole foods, you're going to feel fuller for longer, as well as have a lot more energy. And you need that energy for body movement, which we'll be talking about in next week's video. There's no worksheet for this video, so let's get right into it. Now, I know this might sound a little weird for you to go through your pantry, but there's a good reason I want you to do this. The whole point of this exercise is for you to gain some insight into your food choices. So let's go over to your pantry so that we can complete this exercise together. Don't worry, I'll be right here while you do that.
Diga cosita, porque me agita, usted tiene ese don. Si solicita, niña bendita, sepa que yo le doy.
Firstly, when you open your pantry, does it look like this? Or does it look like this? Or maybe it's somewhere in between. There are 3 things I want you to focus on when it comes to your pantry. So let's take a really good look. So you've got into the pantry, you've opened up the doors. What do you see? Do you see a lot of clutter and some random items all over the place? Or do you get a sense of order? Now, this could mean different things to different people, so I'm not going to get too technical about what that all means. Now, I want you to pick up the first item that you see, and I want you to have a look at the label. Now, it doesn't really matter what item you've picked up. The point is, I want you to read the label. How many ingredients do you see on that label? As a rule of thumb, you want to be purchasing items that have 5 ingredients or less. Now, I want to bring your attention to the actual ingredients. Are there any ingredients there that you don't recognize or have no idea what it is or can't even pronounce? Put it down. Now, looking at your pantry, what do you see? Do you see a lot of convenient food? Do you see a lot of salty food? A lot of sweet food? Now, by doing a quick scan of your pantry, you're actually going to get a really good indication as to where most of your calories might be coming from. Don't worry, I'm not going to be asking you to throw away anything in your pantry, but as a health coach, my job is to bring awareness to what you're actually purchasing and what you're bringing home. It's then going to be up to you to make those changes. Second chance draw. Now, when it comes to a pantry makeover, here are some 3 tips to help you with that process. Over time, I recommend to slowly eliminate processed foods from your pantry. And you can do this by using them up, getting rid of it, or replacing them with real food altogether. Number 2, don't purchase foods that have ingredients you can't pronounce or have more than 5 ingredients. And number 3, try to avoid boxes and cans of food as they have a ton of preservatives and chemicals in it. Now, your challenge over the next 7 days is to become a food detective. And you can do that by actioning those 3 tips I just mentioned before. Remember the rule of thumbs and be sure to incorporate whole foods into your diet rather than counting calories. Now, keep in mind that in nature, there's no labels on ingredients. In the last few videos, we've looked at food and food choices. Now, on the next video, we're going to be focusing on body movement and how easy it is to incorporate exercise into your everyday. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video just like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.